Namaste, angels. Thank you for joining, liking, sharing, subscribing, commenting, purchasing energy healing, merchandise, readings, all the many ways you support me, my channel, the videos. I totally appreciate it. This is the bi-weekly reading for my fellow Leos for the period of today, December 4th through December 15th. I actually saved the element of fire for last because the last couple of times that I did these astrological readings, it was the fire signs that had the least like feedback and response to it, and views and all that stuff. And normally I wouldn't care, to be honest with you. But YouTube is implementing new policies that they've devised. They go into effect on December 10th, and lack of views and such will affect our channels very potentially. Like, they're reserving the right to basically cancel any and everybody's channel that doesn't make them money. I don't know what that means, like what's going to be the measure. But certainly people that don't, that aren't creators at all, that have channels that save stuff, your channels are in jeopardy. So because mine is too, I sort of put some thought behind in the order in which I was going to upload the readings. And so I did the people who show me the most love first, and that's the sign of Taurus. And I did not choose wrong, to be honest. So I can't really make any apologies. I chose Taurus, and in the 2 days their reading has been up, they have over 3,000 views on their video and over 300 likes on their video. Whereas on the others, all of the others, I'm not even in the thousands. I have in the hundreds. If I'm lucky. I think a couple have even less than 100. So not okay. Not okay. Not cool. I'm sure that's not what YouTube means when they say makes us money. So in any event, this is your reading, Leo. This is our reading, Leo. I too am a Leo. I'm a Leo rising. And, I'm excited about the energy that we have here. Although some of us are dealing with some pain. And this doesn't have to be new or recent pain, from what I'm seeing and feeling. This can be, for some it's in the more recent past than others. For some, it's in the distant past. We lost somebody, perhaps a soulmate or a family member, maybe even a parent. Parent could have left us a home or some sort of other asset. With the Four of Wands sitting here atop the Six of Cups, maybe left it to us and our siblings. We got to do something. We have to make a decision about earthly matters. Maybe again, like the family home, some sort of assets, bank account, something that was left to us. You may be under stress because of multiple jobs or too many responsibilities for one person to manage. It's important to balance your work and your personal life and to bring a spirit of fun to all that you do. The Two of Autumn of Pentacles can be about the need for balance, like all work and no play makes Jack or dull boy, Jill or dull girl. Sometimes we have to make decisions about the earthly. As it relates to relationships, this Two of Pentacles, for me, I call it like the card of deja vu from hell. Like when we keep finding ourselves back in the same place and wondering, like, when am I or we going to be able to move beyond this spot? Like why are we having to repeat the same energies and experiences over and over again? So all of those are possibilities, but in connection to this Three of Winter, as well as the Three of Pentacles in reverse that sits here next to the Four of Wands, these are the cards that are making me think that somebody maybe had a loss in their family, and or of somebody to whom they were deeply connected, maybe at the soul level, a soulmate. Others may have lost a job that was particularly meaningful to them, or that they had maybe for a very long time, years and years and years. They had this job and now they've lost it. And again, it could be in the past and sort of you're like rebuilding yourself now. Four of Wands is an awesome card, and it is the card that is our greatest focus, or most represents us over this 2 weeks. So that's pretty amazing. But it's not all like sugar plums and people, visions of angels and stuff dancing around. It also says that we're in a place of foundations, right? Fours represent foundations. So we're in this place of building, like this could even represent a house, the Four of Wands. And so when you're building, you don't just stop, like just like, okay, oh, the Four of Wands, okay, I don't have to do anything else. No, that's the wrong attitude or approach to it. Yes, the Four of Wands, which is awesome. It's all about happiness, joy. Again, maybe an actual home, commitments, cohabitation, engagement, marriage, even. All of these things, they can be really, really awesome energies, but it also means that we're in this process of building, we're in this process of manifesting, and now is not the time to stop. And so, but we might be feeling pretty much nostalgic, again, with this overall energy that we have of the Three of Winter. And when I see behind it the Two of Pentacles also upright, it tells me we have some decisions to make in connection to this Three of Winter, or Three of Swords. So whether it was a loss or something, a financial loss, again, maybe a loss of a job, or somebody that was close to us, either we're separated for some reason, possibly someone even passed away. Again, it doesn't even have to be in the recent past. It can be previously, that's something that we're still dealing with and recovering from. So when we're not in this place of sort of wallowing in sadness, but this is still a memory that is with us, and likely will always be with us, will forever be with us in some capacity. But we're putting ourselves back together, we're rebuilding, and we're going on with our life. We're in a heavy place of manifestation. And you see this card, Major Arcana card, the Magician, it sort of looks a lot like the Four of Wands. They kind of look like mates, like they go together somehow. And it's because we are responsible for our own happiness. We have the power to bring anything that is in our dreams into our reality. All right? We have the power to say yay or nay, yes or no, about any and everything. We have the opportunity to make choices. We have free will. And so that's what the Magician is about. Now, in some cases, again, in terms of this pain and this hurt, Magician could be representative of perhaps an actual Gemini. The Magician in the Tower represents the planet Mercury in the sign of Gemini, which it rules. So just in consideration of these other swords here with the Three of Winter, as well as the Nine of Swords that was revealed when I picked up the Magician in reverse. Now I'm glad it's in reverse because it's more so in the past than in the present, or something that we've gotten, beginning to get beyond, rather than dealing with freshly. If this person is not a Gemini or air sign, or even if they are, another thing that the Magician can be representative of is like a trickster, somebody, a narcissist, even maybe a sociopath. And so that could be what the Three of Winter is about too, that we had an experience with somebody not so nice necessarily, a manipulator or something. And so that could be what we're getting over as well. But now to focus on, I had to talk about this because it is one of the overall energies that, with which we ended up. But now to focus on more so the positive meanings of the cards that we have here. So again, just to start with the Four of Wands, I think most people know what the Four of Wands is about. We may be attending soon some sort of large event, maybe with people from our past, people from our childhood, maybe somebody's wedding or something. If we are, it's a good opportunity for us to meet somebody in love. The Four of Wands itself can mean that a relationship is about to become a lot more committed, right? We're really stepping it up. Again, potentially even marriage, engagement, marriage. If we're single and we're looking for love, it shows that, some events that are coming up, maybe holiday parties or something, could be really, really awesome places to meet people. But and more as a, looking at it as a general energy with this card, again, it means we need to be happy about where we are, because we should be enjoying the fruits of our labor in our lives, because there is a lot of joy and happiness in our life right now. But again, we got to remember that we're in this phase or process of building also, and that fours represent foundations, and that's how we can be reminded of that, and not lose complete sight of our present or our future while we're having fun. Which again, that fun may be at events. It could even be Something business related. I guess a business holiday party too is possible. And I'm thinking that because again, there's a Three of Pentacles sitting next to it. Three of Pentacles is often connected to work first and foremost, and it's a very, very positive card about work, career, finance. This is a positive card in general. For me, the Three of Pentacles is about abundance that is earned. So whether that's relationships, finances, a new career, a job, a promotion, a raise, some sort of award, recognition. It's all that we earned it, either, through our labors, right? Something laborious that we did on this plane, the 3D plane, or, through our works, our good works, for ourselves and humanity that we put out into the universe, the positive energy that we put out, and the universe or God is giving us a raise, a promotion. The universe is recognizing us and uplifting us, which is really, really awesome, because when God gives you a promotion, not only does it show up in the form of ascension, and so spiritual growth and just a heightened euphoria and new ideas and thoughts that you never had imagined before, but it also turns up down here on this plane too, because as above, so below. So it's really awesome. At work, things should be going well with the Three of Pentacles, but again, we do have the Three of Pentacles in reverse. So similar to what I said about the Four of Wands, like don't stop putting effort into stuff. Don't like all of a sudden start slacking off at work. Either, but otherwise, handing in like crappy product, but otherwise, yes, work should be going well. It's a positive omen as it relates to love. It's a positive omen as it relates to finances. But again, it's a worker energy also, often having to do with collaboration. So it could be a family that's putting effort into from where the income comes. Maybe you work in groups at work, and it has to do with you putting the effort toward what it is you're receiving, reaping what you've sown. Again, even if whether it's the universe paying you or it's somebody down here paying you, they're paying you for your work. It's not what, like that saying, pennies from heaven. It's not just, like a blessing that comes out of nowhere. You earned it. The Six of Cups is a card that a lot of people like to see, especially with the Four of Wands. And so looking at it from a perspective of just these cards together and not necessarily their placements, in a specific sense, the Six of Cups rather, sitting here underneath the Four of Wands is pretty awesome. Again, somebody might be marrying their soulmate or getting engaged to their soulmate, or deepening a commitment with their soulmate, reuniting with their soulmate, meeting them again. When you see these two cards together, and there's a potential for the relationship to really, really grow into something super amazing and lifelong and happy. And it's what you prayed for, what you wish for, what you're manifesting. So again, it's something that you earn, you brought it about. But specifically as it relates to work, this is the placement of work and finance. It's a good time to do some sort of work that involves your creativity. So if you did lose a job, let's say, remember I said this could be sadness over a loss of a job in consideration of also the Three of Pentacles. If that did happen and you're looking for a new job, maybe you want to look for a job where you can do something that is connected to your hobbies or your creative outlets, the things you like to do. Like I have a son that's a computer geek, for example, and he can build a computer from scratch. But that's also a job. So it's something he likes to do for his friends, and they pay him. I don't want to say that he does all this stuff for free, but they don't pay him like a job would. But there are jobs that he can do, whether freelance or working for a corporation, where you get paid what you're due for doing that same thing. Plus, he enjoys it. He likes working with computers. He likes working with hardware. He likes working with software. Similarly, my girls both like to draw and paint and make stuff, design clothes. So all of those things, all of that like visual art, they're into all things visual art, both of them. Although they're not really the same kind of child. Like one is more crafty and one is more an artiste type. But there's jobs that they could do that involve those things. Now, then you can take me on the other hand. I'm not so much crafty or artistic, or a computer geek, and I had one of those boring office jobs in accounting for almost 22 years. But I did have a phase where I was just needing to be creative or to, to have a hobby. And so for a period, I stopped driving to work and started taking the train so I could crochet on the train, on the subway. So it could be something like that too. If you can't do it actually at work, then whenever you can have or make free time to write or paint or draw or scrapbook or take, do some photography or knitting or crochet or whatever you consider a creative outlet for you, it's a good time for you to do that, and your day will go smoother, quicker. Like the time will pass in a more positive way as a result. You'll notice that. Now, with it sitting next to the placement for love and romance in relation to love, the Six of Cups, I mean, we can look at it and say, oh, everybody gets excited when the Six of Cups shows up because it's like, oh, my ex is coming back and all that kind of stuff. It absolutely means that. But it's not all, again, it's not all sugar plums, not all perfect when it comes to love. It can mean that we need to focus again too. Like maybe we need to talk about goals and dreams and make a plan and try some new things so we don't get stuck in a rut or in the past. We don't get stuck in old energy, because the Six of Cups is very representative of the past and nostalgia. And so it's like, well, where are we going in the future? We don't want to only focus on our past. I haven't. Exes are exes for a reason, right? So I have an ex that he's an ex for a reason, or I'm his ex for a reason, or we're both each other's exes for a reason, whatever. But when we talk, we have nice conversations and stuff, and we've been continued to be friends forever. We have all together, we have 33 years between us that we've known each other. But we mostly have the past to talk about, so it's like there's not necessarily... or we've decided that there is I'm saying not necessarily, but we've decided there is like no future for us, because all we have is the past, and that's done. And we can't bring it with us. So who wants to? Because that's like stifling yourself. So the Six of Cups is also a card that reminds you about that as it relates to love. But the card that's actually in your placement of love and romance is the Nine of Pentacles. And that is an awesome omen as it relates to love. If you are currently in a committed relationship, you can expect again for it to deepen. The intimacy, the happiness, joy, and especially with it crossing the Four of Wands, something really, really magical could be coming for you. And if you are single and looking, it tells you that someone new is on their way, and it could really be representative again of some, real happiness, real joy, true, deep commitment, maybe even a soul level commitment, soulmate, divine union, sacred union, twin flame, coming your way very, very soon, and possibly like a lifelong partner, that makes you very, very happy. So further to that, what I've been doing with these readings is pulling 3 cards from this deck to further clarify the love and relationship card, regardless of what card it is. Even if you had the Four of Wands here and we knew how awesome that was, I'd still pull these other 3 to clarify. And it's been fun, and people have been liking the additional message. So I'm going to do that for you now. Or should I say for us now? So the way I've been doing it is, okay, this is your deck upright. I'm just going to turn it backward this way. And I've been pulling the next 3 upright cards to clarify the one for love. So I'll just move the others out of the way. We're focused on the Nine of Pentacles upright. So not using these, they're upside down. There's your second card. There's your third. It wasn't so bad at all. Sometimes it takes longer than others. And to go along with this Pentacles or Earth energy, as well as the other Pentacles and Earth energy that's here, you got some more. Some of you, this is Leo, maybe some of you are Leo Virgos, like my son. I mentioned my son. He's a Leo Virgo. The first day of Virgo, he was born, the 22nd of August. And in some zodiac calendars, they still consider that Leo, actually. In any case, we got this earth energy here. And this too can be representative of something having to do with an asset, but is specifically connected to love. This is like family. This is coming together. And just being so happy that you're not even necessarily thinking about other stuff. So maybe we're not thinking about the future. We're not thinking about money. We're not thinking about anything. We're just living on love, right? Contentment comes from knowing that your finances are secure and your family's material needs are taken care of. It's important to honor traditions and to have pride in your heritage and the accomplishments of your ancestors. So this is a nice progression too, up from our 9 of Pentacles to the 10. We're positively growing, expanding. Maybe Jupiter's helping us out here. The Ace of Winter is a card that shows up after there's been challenge, difficulty, loss, hurt, betrayal. So it's like a new start, but it's also a victory because it's like, I still made it. Like, despite what was going on with me, Mama, we made it. Like, I got it up to the top, despite our struggle, our hurt, our pain that we had previously experienced. Implementation of your brilliant new idea may get off to a rocky start, but keep going. The challenges will help you to refine your plan, reshape your goals into something new and even better. Some of us, when I said a loss, some of us could have lost a relationship too. And again, maybe separation, maybe but maybe legal, actual separation or even divorce, being pulled back into this 3 of Pentacles and seeing it like there's like an officiate here and there's 2 people standing here. And so this could be following that. In any case, it's something, again, that shows up after difficulty and challenge. And also the Ace of Winter or Swords is about like cutting through the bullshit, getting to the truth of the matter. Truth could be coming out. Communication could be expanding, growing, becoming more honest. And maybe that's what's helping us to get to this place of love and happiness and joy, because we're just really keeping it real with each other. And that might come after some introspection on an individual basis, ourselves, the other person, both of us going within to decide what it is we want, what is our future, what are our dreams, and until we know what they are, we can't discuss them with a mate. So that could be something too. And also the Hermit for me can be about enlightening other people. And so again, maybe truth coming out, information coming out, and that helps the other person to gain some clarity and enlightenment and to be better informed, and then they can move on. The Hermit represents the sign of Virgo. Like I said, some of you may be some Leo Virgos. Others of you may be just dealing with Virgos or have some other Virgo energy in your chart perhaps, or earth sign energy, Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn. Very, very possible. And the other thing about the Hermit is spirituality. So I talked about ascension too, that may be the way that the universe plans on paying you, rewarding you, awarding you something with ascension. And that can definitely be the case with the Hermit. He's like, sometimes for me, he's like a professor or some sort of teacher, like a monk or something. Those are the kinds of feels I get. And again, because he helps us to come to clarity, spiritual understanding, and deepening of emotions, relationships, energy in general, our vibration, right? To helps us to step it up a bit. I hope that you guys have enjoyed your readings. I almost said Sagittarius. Leo, my fellow Leos. I'll be back for us in another 2 weeks. If you would like your own private reading from me, or energy healing, or merchandise, or just talk to me on Facebook. We can be, or my other social media, for us to become friends and chat. All the information for any and all of that will be in the description box. I do, again, thank you for liking the video. If you indeed like the video, please actually like the video. If you feel that, you learned something from it, you got something out of it, please like the video. If you're not yet a subscriber, please consider also becoming a subscriber and hitting both the subscription button and the bell button so you can hopefully get your notifications whenever I put up a new video. Thanks again. Namaste.